So, welcome to our Thursday, our Lunch and Life Thursday. And today, I thought it would be fun to share a few ideas outside of the online party, outside of what we've been used to for the last year with the pandemic. You can still do those Facebook parties, online parties, those are still great. But if you're kind of like, meh, I'm looking for something new, I have a whole list. Yeah, this is just my cheat sheet so that I won't forget any of them. But a whole list of things that you can do to have an unparty party, meaning we can always do the in-home parties if that is available in your area. And if your friends or guests or hosts or whatever are willing to do that, great. I love in-home parties because you can show them and explain to them all this great stuff without having it be overwhelming. They're there, they can try it, they can smell it. It's the experience that's so amazing. And then you can book more parties off of it. It's a lot more likely to help you find new people that are like, I can do this, and then join your team. So my favorite is the number one, the home party. But if you're looking for some ways to expand your repertoire, your list, and you're kind of like, oh, what do I do now? Things are kind of stalling out because things are opening back up in some places to some extent, and sometimes people, or school is out for summer and people are just like, I'm kind of over it. So I've got some ideas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lists that I made this list today because I was like, okay, what should we talk about? But there are plenty more, and I will give you a hint where I got them. They are right here in our little catalog, all of the different categories. So anyway, okay, I'll go into it. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Enough of enough. Okay, so the way that I built my business 13 years ago was with basket parties. Things are putting a stall for things for me. And Erin, I know you've really pivoted really well into the pandemic and did so great with your online parties and your live parties. And now people are kind of like, meh, been there, done that. So totally normal, and that's totally fine. And the exciting yet challenging yet hard thing about our business is we kind of are always looking for ways to keep it simple so that we're not reinventing the wheel, but ways to keep things fresh so that it's fun and exciting, because so much of our job is fun. We get to bring the fun, the excitement, the newness, the experience of fragrance is just like no other. But if we're not excited about it and if we get blah, then they'll be blah. And if we're like, hey, do you want to buy something? Then they'll be like, no thanks. So the way that I built my business was this little bag. So this is my basket party, and right now it's pretty simple, but I got this little bag, I think it was $1, at a yard sale like 13 years ago. The thing that I like about it is, and like I said, I haven't sent this particular one out in a long time, but it's got all the little pockets for all of the things. So you get to decide how you want to, with you and your host, how you want to do like your basket party. Would you prefer to have them kind of see all the things? Sorry, I'm trying to get in this view, but still be able to take all my stuff. Would you be able to have them see all the things and experience everything? So then you'd throw in like a little mini fan diffuser. You could throw that in your bag, in your little bag of all the stuff. Do you want them to experience the fragrance flower? Do you want them to know what a little buddy clip is like? So then you can throw all those things in there along with just super simple, just your testers. These happen to be when I do them, mine are usually parties of people that already know Scentsy, so I usually just do the transition tester set. So the bag's a little bit lighter and it's a little less intimidating. You want to make it look easy and fun and fresh. I usually put in like an order form. Can you see that? Oh, there you go. An order form, and if you look, I've highlighted, hey Brittany, I've highlighted the name, the address, the email, and the phone number because I need those things. Because that way I can put them into my computer on the contacts tab, and then that will kind of tag them as one of my customers. And if nothing else, at least do one of these kind of things where it's an enter my drawing, where even if they don't buy anything, you still want all of their info. Let's see, this way. This is probably backwards for you guys, but I got this in Scentsy Success, or you could make it up, but just some way to capture their information so that you can follow up with them even if they don't buy, or if they just buy a lot, then you can contact them again and be like, hey, why don't you join, or whatever you want to do, or hey, you loved this, why don't you take it and be my next host and get your next stuff for free. So that's just your generic basket party, and I like to kind of keep mine depending on the host. I'll either keep it simple and just kind of do this, or I will kind of do like a grab bag, try all the things and just kind of stuff things in pockets and put in a scent circle for them to keep and some lotion in one of the pockets and just kind of stuff it so that it's kind of like a try as you go. That's the idea with all of these non-party parties, these unparty parties, is you want them to see it and experience it, and then they will be able to share it, whether they're sharing it just on their own Facebook page. If you do end up making a group, don't call it a party, just call it like a shopping experience or something like that, or you know, detailed or fun, and that's where you could play games. So with any of these parties that I'm going to show, they're kind of grab and go parties, you can focus on just one product, or you can start like I just showed with all of them, and you can keep it simple where it's just you communicating with your host and she's communicating with all of her orders, people, you know, her guests, if you will, but basically just people that are buying from her. Or you can take it to like an online party option where they all come together and you can play a little game, or it's totally up to you. Don't overthink it, just keep it simple. I have been doing these for 13 years, way before the days of Facebook, so I usually keep mine just super simple, and I just say, hey, host, take this around with you this week, or take it with you to work, or I'll drop it off at work so that everybody can see, all the coworkers can be like, oh, what's this? Or around here, they're like, oh, it's Scentsy, and then they can just easily go to her desk, do all the orders. I always put in a catalog as well, the full catalog for any of these things. Even if I'm just doing the flower party that I'm going to show next, I always put in a full catalog just in case somebody doesn't want it, or if they're like, ooh, what else does Scentsy have? Because a lot of times people only think we have wax and warmers. And here's another little side tangent. If you don't know what we have, and if you as a consultant haven't experienced all of this stuff that I'm going to show you, I got most of this stuff from Host Rewards, honestly. So if you want to invest, you can invest, but also use your half price rewards, your perpetual party rewards, or even just collect all of your orders, get at least to that $500 in the US party so that you can get the 15% rewards, and then that will really help you start getting a bunch of stuff. Another way that I get a lot of stuff is I do fundraisers for schools or dance teams or gymnastics or whoever, sports teams, and then I give them the money, and lots of times I'll give them some products to raffle off, or I'm not raffle off, but I mean like to give away as prize. They'll, you know, a drawing for whoever sold over 500 or whoever got their order forms in on time or whatever. So I'll give them some of it, but a lot of that I get to keep as well. So those are just some tips for how to get some stuff. But if you don't know what our products are, besides just wax and warmers, I highly suggest that you get some and that you start getting it, so then you can make these borrow bags, as I call them. So my borrow bag for the whole basket party is pretty simple. Then she just collects them and then gets them back to me. I usually give her about a week. Don't take too long, because then it'll be forever. And like I'll put, like I said, in mine I like to do the whole kit and caboodle. So I'll put in hand lotion, I'll put in some, you know, washer whiffs or whatever. So it's kind of a mix all, so she can try all the things and then share with her friends her favorite part. So that's kind of the big one. If you want to take out, and then you can take out different sections and do, for example, a flower party. So here's our fragrance flower, and these are the fragrances that it's available in, because it's just available in 12. That's all. So I don't give them the whole bag if I'm just doing a fragrance flower party, because I just give them only the fragrances that the flower comes in. So then you just say, hey, do you want to do a flower party? You give her one, and she can put it on her desk at work, or a, you know, receptionist at a nail salon, or where you get your hair done, or some place where people come in and out. And then everyone's like, oh, that smells really good. What is it? And then she can be like, oh, actually, I'm having this little party. Do you want to go in on the order with me, or whatever, you know? So that's a fragrance flower. You can also use these, especially if you can get them on your Host Rewards, to help make sure that you can book other parties and be like, hey, if you can, like, let's say Susie is hosting for me and she is a receptionist at a big office with lots of people coming and going. And I say, hey, if you're able to, obviously we don't want to get anybody in trouble at work, but if you are able to even put that in the break room or keep it at your desk or whatever, I mean, maybe depending on what kind of environment it is, maybe someone would take it in the break room. So it depends on what you want. But I've done that as well, where it's like a lunch party where you just put all the testers in my little bag in the break room with a bunch of order forms and say, hey, if you want to order anything, we'll all go in together. It'll be a party order for shipping, and I'll bring it to you, you know, that kind of thing. So oh, and you can use the fragrance flowers. You can say, hey, if you get a qualifying party, or if you get a $500 party, or whatever you want to say, then you can keep this fragrance flower plus your Host Rewards. Or if you find somebody else to host a party, just don't call it a party, fragrance, whatever, a flower or a flower party, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of times people kind of are like, a party? I gotta clean my house and make treats. But since this isn't, you don't have to call it a party. So a pod party is another idea. This is my little pod party bag. And in it, again, I just have the fragrances. I think there are 36 fragrances that the pods come in. So that's what these are, just the pod fragrances. And then for me, since we use our pods in 3 main ways, I put this in there so they can see our Scentsy Go, and then our cute little mini fan diffuser, and then, the fan diffuser, and then the little mini fan diffuser. Can you even see the picture of that? Anyway, Dave has this in his car right now, so I don't have that one to show you. But then they can see that the top is plastic and that the little pods just go inside, and they can put it at their desk during the week, if it's in an office or whatever, and then everyone can be like, oh, that smells so good. What is it? Same idea as with this fragrance flower. You're just doing it only with pods, and you can talk about how, I love the pods because they don't spill, there's no waxidents. They can put it in their car, they can put it in their office. Yeah, it's super, super handy, no spill fragrance. So pod parties, I love them. They're super simple. And like I said, it kind of narrows down our product offering. And even if they love warmers and wax, if they haven't tried the pods, it's something that can help them try something new. Okay, next thing is a pet party. So this is my little bag for my pet party. It can be anything. We got these at SFR, little pointer, always go to SFR because you get fun stuff. But just any kind of little bag that holds our products. So the No Knot Spot, which is the detangling spray, the Best Bud Suds, which is the pet shampoo, and the Freshen Up Pup, which is the deodorizing spray. So if you want to take this to a place where people love dogs, or if you just want to drop it off at a friend's house who loves dogs, or whatever. So her friends probably have pets as well. So you could have her basically do a basket party with just the pet products. Or she could even just try it out, and then she'll probably buy her own as well. But it's always better to get a whole party out of it. But anyway, a text party, same thing. Even if you use one of, whoops. Sorry, totally just dropped you guys. Even if, oh yeah, that was dumb. Even if you, even if you want to give all these things, you can also have it be a text party where you just say, hey, text 10 of your friends, and if you can get 10 people to buy a 6-pack, or if you can get 6 people to buy a pet bundle or whatever, give them a challenge. That way they have something that they're aiming for. Then I'll give you whatever. Or even just, you can say with your host rewards, you can get your own bundle free, and you can work that out to figure out however much they would need. And another cue, like a little clue with all of this, in your catalog, if you go to the bundle and saves on page 64 and 65 in the Region 1 US catalog, but all of the catalogs have them, it's just a different page. But you can see, for instance, like, it's backwards, but there's the pet one. Pick 2 pets. So again, say, hey, and if you buy this and this, if you buy a pet shampoo and a dog detangling spray, you can save $2. Or if you buy a pet shampoo and a dog detangling spray, you can save $2. So I guess they're the same thing. I thought it was, no, I just said it wrong. So pet shampoo plus a dog detangler or a dog deodorizer. So either one. Then they can save $2. And again, you can be like, that's the bundle if and then you can challenge them to sell 20 bundles or 10 bundles or, whatever you want to do. Because 10 bundles would be $230, and there's at least a minimum party of just pet products only. Or another one that is going to be our spa party. So in the spa party, again, you can use this moisture medley right here. And this one, these products are prescribed. The moisture medley is 1 hand cream, 1 body cream, 1 body wash, and 1 hand soap. And they save $65 in the US. Like I said, look in your region for whatever your bundle and saves are, but every region has them for different products. So this is what I call my spa bag. So I'll be like, hey, do you want to take my little spa bag? You can have girlfriends over and you guys can all try it out, more like a real party. This is a fun theme party. Or you can even just, like I said, have her take it like a basket party. So I put in like Scentsy soap. Again, these are open because these are ones that I use as testers. My hand soap, again, this is open because I want them to use it. Same thing with my lotion and body cream and this one, my sugar scrub, I always make sure they have like a little scooper so that it stays sanitized, or I'll just give it to them in a little container and then they can keep that. But again, they need to see and smell and feel the products, and then it'll be fun, because then they'll be like, ooh, spa night. And then again, like I said, if you want to just say, okay, how many moisture medleys are you going to sell? Those are $31 in the US each. So if you sell 10 of those, then you're at 310, and you're so close to 500. And if you get 500, then you get some more. And then you can kind of help coach your host to get even more if you want. Or like I said, this is a fun party theme where you can say, hey, invite 15 of your girlfriends and we'll have a pampering spa night. And then you just bring all these things. You can do foot soak, you can do lotions, you know, whatever you want to do. The idea is to just make it fun and get it in front of them. So spa party. Okay, 3 more. Oh, a buddy party. That's super simple. You could even do it with the buddy clips. I've even just done a fundraiser with just buddy clips before. Or you can do the big buddies. The buddy clips are easy because, again, they are in the catalog. So you can just show them. So it could be like a kid party. It could even be, you know, whatever. So especially around a holiday or like as a gift for a birthday or something like that, the buddies are nice to be able to show people just how to use them. So again, in the catalog, the buddy clips stay. Sometimes we have other buddies that come and go, the big buddies, but again, there's plenty to choose from. And you could even do like a buddy, you know, a picnic where they come bring a buddy, and, you know, everybody orders a buddy, and then you all come have a picnic celebration with your new buddies together or something. I don't know. Again, make it fun, make it unique, make it whatever circles you have, or even better, your hosts have. Okay, almost done. 2 more, a clean party and a laundry party. Again, these aren't parties, so you can call it a cleaning spree or whatever. And here's my little laundry bundle. Again, I give this out. These are full-size products. I don't have to make samples. I don't have to label stuff. I'm not spending time on my computer figuring stuff out. This is literally just washer whiffs, Scent Soft, laundry liquid, which is our laundry soap, and I always like to put in a Scentsy Fresh, and then down at the bottom there is my dryer disc. It's stuck down here at the bottom. Because again, once they try it, then they can fall in love with it. So the laundry bundle is really fun. And again, on the Combine and Save, there is a Laundry Love bundle that you could, again, tell them, come on, there we go. There's the Laundry Love bundle. They can save $10 when they buy that. So, and that's a washer whiffs tub, a laundry liquid, and 2 boxes of dryer discs. So whatever you want to do, that kind of helps them be like, oh yeah, I'll do all my laundry, you know, all on me, kind of a thing. And then the last thing is a cleaning bundle, same idea. We've got amazing cleaning products. In fact, these ones, for some reason, maybe it's because I clean my house and I don't pay anybody else to do it, but I love all of our cleaning products. We've got dish soap, which is amazing and smells so good. We have all-purpose cleaning concentrate. This stuff will last forever because it's super, super concentrated. You have to dilute it. Counter clean. I love this stuff because it makes my counters clean, but they also smell fresh. Bathroom cleaner. There's no harsh chemicals in this. It's citric acid based. And it's got this really nice foaming top. So I love it. I love to clean my bathrooms. And then, oh, it smells so fresh. It doesn't smell all chemically and gross. So again, there's a million different ways that you can do it. The most important thing is to just try something. Have a host or host your own party. Have a girls' night out where you say, hey, come on over and, you know, bring a load of laundry, or, you know, let's pamper, or, you know, whatever you want to do. Or you can, like I said, give it to your host, and she can even pass the bag to her guests and say, oh, you know, you want to try the pet stuff? I'll wash my dog tonight. You can wash your dog tomorrow, you know, and then just kind of run it that way. So basket parties, the one big one, or you can break it up into different kinds of themes. Those are super fun. And it's a way to just kind of bring some new energy and maybe hone in on your host that maybe hasn't tried something but loves Scentsy anyway, or maybe, you know, a certain demographic that you know would love to try it out and they just haven't, or they don't even know that it exists because they think we're only wax and warmers. So there's so much more. If you find that your Facebook parties are dead, try something else. Let's switch it up a little bit and maybe give basket parties a try. So if anybody has any other ideas, let me know, comment below or send me a PM. And let me know what kind of pouch party or borrow bag that you try this week, and let us know how it goes. So here's to a great day. Do you guys have any questions? Do you have anything? Oh, there are some. Oh no, nothing. Looks like Not any comments. Things are stalling. Okay, so if you guys have any questions or comments or anything, or like I said, suggestions, have you done this? How does it go for you? What tips and tricks do you have for your bag parties? Let us know. And if nothing else, like I said, just keep things moving. I call these my little employees because they work when I don't have to. All I do is just give this to my customer or my host and say, hey, smell these, bring them to work, see who wants it. My favorite, so just a little clue to you, we've got school is out for summer in where I live, at least it's out today. So pretty soon this house will be full of kids and after school parties. But teachers, like I said, teachers lounges or like a teachers lounge lunch party, that's always been really good for me. So it might be a little harder at school, but you could find during summer, but you could find somewhere, but that maybe they're home, or nail places or salons, or also another great one is, if they still allow it, is nurses, because they're around a million people and they're so busy they don't want to come to a party, but they still need some yummy scents and pampering too. So anyway, here's to having some more fun ways to share our products and just getting it out there. So you guys are great. Here's to a great Thursday, and we will talk to you next week.